Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm here to talk about the lawsuit against CM Punk. So there was a defamation lawsuit brought against CM Punk from the WWE, and it went to court, and they ruled in favor of Punk. And I have to say, thank God for that. Thank God. How dare this low quality, low brow company, look at us. We're all for, Special Olympics. Be a star. We're with Susan G. Komen and all this crap. Oh, look how great we are. We're patting ourselves on the back. We help people that have cancer. We're so amazing, and work through those concussions. Do it. Do it. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Do it. Work. You've had 10,000 concussions. Work through them. Wrestle 20-minute matches even though you're hurt. If a company could be more hypocritical, I think it'd be impossible. Because I think this is the very epitome of being hypocritical. This is a company that loves to tout, we're so great, we're publicly traded, we're PG, look how great we are, we help people all around the world, and here they are, they're suing CM Punk, taking him to court over defamation, because he said some things on the internet about WWE, because he said some things to TMZ about WWE. Oh, you're hurting our good name. Yeah, I mean, Vince McMahon puts on a cowboy hat, puts his mouth to the side, and starts making fun of JR. Defamation. Our good name. We're such great people. Be a star. Don't bully people. People with diseases, we are special. We got to stand by them. And Vince McMahon is, making fun of a guy with a condition. And you want to take somebody to court for saying some mean old things about your good company. Oh, you're such great people. Oh, don't you know you're such great people. You're so awesome, and you treat people with such care and respect. All these wrestlers from years ago with concussions, do you maybe take that $1 billion, Vince, and maybe donate it to them like Big Vito, so they could get some help, because their health is deteriorating as they're getting older, or they're having problems with their memory due to you having them work unsafe styles and shit like this, and you're getting people who are being injured. Seth Rollins is ending careers of people like Sting. We gotta stand up to this bully CM Punk and show him who's boss. What a fucking bunch of crap. I mean, honestly, CM Punk should be taking your ass to fucking court. Instead, we get the other way around. We get vice versa. We get the complete opposite. WWE taking CM Punk to court over saying mean things. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo to the multi-million-dollar conglomerate in wrestling. Oh, boo-hoo. That makes wrestlers wrestle an unsafe style to the point where they get concussions, where one day they might not even recognize their own family, not be able to recognize their own children, not be able to recognize their own wife. Honestly, they might not even remember memories of their past. They might not even remember where they live. Who the fuck knows? But this is the same company that they want to make like they're so great, always giving to charities, always promoting charities, always taking time to put it on TV and make sure that everybody knows that, they're for Susan G. Komen, and they're all for doing good stuff for people. And here they are taking a guy to court who had numerous concussions, and McMahon made him work through concussions, made him work with an injured body, and still, whether Ryback hurt his ribs or not, and that story going back and forth, who knows? Okay, and I understand that CM Punk's got a bit of an ego. He's got on the chip on his shoulder. But I am sick and tired of listening to what other people say about these wrestlers. The same deal like with Enzo. Oh, he's a bad guy because another wrestler on the internet said he's a bad guy. How many times in life has somebody told you, oh, I don't like that guy? And then you go and you talk to him, and then you realize that he's misunderstood, or maybe some, people don't like their personality, but you end up befriending that person, and you don't understand how somebody, what I'm trying to say is, how can you go off of what somebody else says about someone else? I don't know. CM Punk, to me, I look at him, I listen to him, I see a guy that, he doesn't like to be bothered. He's a bit of an introvert. I think that's what he is. I think that's basically what I think is, because he didn't want to kiss the ass of other wrestlers. There's certain locker room protocol, and it's changed over the years. But I don't think he wanted to do certain things. I think he wanted to keep to himself. I don't think he wanted to talk to the boys, be one of the boys. And I think that's what hurt him. There's a community with the wrestlers, and if you're not in on that community, you're going to get shit talked probably. And that's probably what happened with CM Punk. But, taking this man to court just because, you were on a podcast with Colt Cabana and you exposed WWE, I mean, who's to say that you're not allowed to do that? I understand that when you work for a certain company, you can't be defaming them. You can't be saying bad things about them, because that's your company and you got to represent. And I fully understand why people who work for the company like JR have to say nice things about it if they want to work there. But if you don't want to work there and you don't work for them anymore, then, usually it's have at it. It's called freedom of speech, assholes. It's called the First Amendment. When you work for a job, yes, you signed that First Amendment right away. I understand that. I might not completely agree with that mentality, but for the most part, I see you're representing a company. The company is paying you to, do a task, do something, and I understand. They made him work with concussions and shit. That's shit that should be known, though. And, I understand that, CM Punk is just trying to provide for himself at that time, but, that should probably be something that should be brought to a higher power, somebody outside of WWE, something like a labor board or something for unsafe work conditions, whatever it is. This is why they don't want the wrestlers to unionize, because they be in some deep shit companies like WWE if, this is the type of business practices that they conduct. Having people work with concussions and work hurt and all this. And you kind of see that, the WWE does not want this information out there. They already won the lawsuit that was being headed by Big Vito, unfortunately. But they didn't win this one, at least. And this is a major victory. And this is because maybe, this is really more because it just kind of seemed like WWE was just crying to the court. Oh, they're saying mean things about me. But then they probably took a look at all these other scandals that the WWE has had, and they were probably like, you know what? We're not going to side with you on this one. I mean, really. Now, I get it. Sometimes people sue multi-million-dollar companies because they're looking for a payday. They're looking for notoriety. We see this all the time, just as much. But we also see big multi-million-dollar companies taking people to court and all they're doing is trying to silence the little man. And so this is still a big victory for CM Punk. CM Punk, definitely deserves to feel proud of what he's done. He spoke the truth, or, how much ever truth it really was. I'm sure there was a great deal of truth in it. Uh, and, you can't let these guys win, because we all know that they've made other people work through concussions. They've pushed people. They've kind of pulled back a little bit. That's why they kept Daniel Bryan out of wrestling for 2 years, because they were scared of letting them go back in there, because they could be faced with another CM Punk style situation like this, where they're going to court and they're being exposed and all that. But this was more of just WWE being crybabies, and just they wanted to. I think the jury could clearly see that they were just trying to shut CM Punk up. That, this is what I'm saying. So when you have the case like with Big Vito and everything, I guess it's a different jury, it's a different judge and all that. So that's probably why it's a bit different. But this is when I think that the case kind of should be reopened, and they should examine. They should be like, well, look how they're trying to shut this guy up like CM Punk. Maybe they should reopen the fucking case for Big Vito. I mean, I think maybe there should be an appeal or something like that. Whatever, could be done in court. I'm not an expert on this shit. I don't claim to be, but I'm just saying that they should probably re-examine that case, a jury or a judge, and really take a look at it, because you kind of see how WWE is trying to shut CM Punk up. Don't talk about the fucking concussions. Don't talk about how we made you work when you were hurt and all that. So they should kind of take that, look at it, and be like, hey, there's obviously more to this. They probably are making a lot of other wrestlers work hurt, and now they're getting really sick down the line. So there's probably a lot of truth to that. So I'm just saying. So this was a good thing. This was a very good thing that happened, because it exposed WWE. We saw that they're, and I'm sure the court even saw that they're not these great people that they claim to be, that they're not this squeaky clean company that's just there to donate to charity and promote charities and promote sick people and promote helping them. No, it turns out that they're actually a company that is just doing that for the glitz and the glam, and for the media exposure, and just so they could pat themselves on the back and have others pat themselves on the back and be able to talk about this on the Today Show. So it's really good that this is out there now, and now they're gonna have a tougher time really trying to put out this this fake false image of themselves. So congratulations to CM Punk. I'm proud of him for standing up and doing what he had to do to beat this company that was trying to bully him. Anyway, guys, this has been your YWC champ. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Until next time.